take you serious.
I was doing good. Hold on. Shut up, Eric. Take me seriously. Anyway, all right. Welcome back to BoxMonkey. Well, I gotta see the podcast. Hold up. Okay.
Yes.
Welcome back to the BoxMonkey podcast. I'm your host Arturo, and I'm. Fuck you. Who the fuck is that? Damn it, Carlos. The background.
Oh God.
Thanks, man.
Hold on.
Welcome back to the BoxMonkey podcast. I'm your host, Arturo, and I'm back here again with my buddies, Carlos, Eric, and Chente. This week, we do have 3 topics for you. A little bit about board games, what happened to us throughout this week, and what happened with that PlayStation State of Play, which I know we can all agree on here. So,
Yeah.
just to start off right now, so what have y'all done throughout this whole week since the last time we did our podcast?
Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, so it's been like for the past 5 days I've been working 8-hour shifts. Oh man, it was so stressful. But anyways, but after my shifts were done, I've been playing Fall Guys.
Oh, Fall Guys, that's still a big thing since last week?
Yes, it is, Arturo. Yes, it is.
Oh man, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've been playing it also. Like since it first came out, I know they had a lot of server issues. They even put on their own Twitter saying that they're going through maintenance because again, they didn't expect such an amount of people, to join it pretty much.
Yeah, and pretty much I was playing with you and someone else, as well as Chente and Carlos.
I don't know. Fall Guys, it's addicting. It's addicting. Probably because of the skins. How many skins they have? Like, what's that saying? Skins get wins.
Skins get wins. Well, I think it's mostly also the fact that it's, not only that it's free for PlayStation Plus, and I believe also it was free PlayStation Plus for the weekend, like
Yeah,
this past weekend right now. So a lot of people has like played it pretty much, and it's
yeah.
also it's new. So it went from shooting battle royales to Fall Guys now.
Surprisingly, a lot of people play it. Like the servers have been crashed so many times we try to play. Oh man.
I mean, the thing
And
is, like, even when like the servers are down, I know, like, do you remember like Chente, like we were literally just like you just keep pressing X in the hopes you get like join any kind of match, right?
right.
That feeling when you would press X just to be turned to the main menu. It's like, oh, okay, another one.
But like the thing is, like, we're not even mad about it. We're just disappointed that we can't play more.
I mean, the only thing, well, kind of exciting was when where everyone presses ready and then you hear those little characters like woo hoo hoo,
Oh man, no.
woo hoo hoo.
Oh, man, and that's something that's gonna be it's gonna be its own thing. Just hearing that right now.
Well, in public when I was at work, I just kept saying that all the time.
Oh man, and like
Everyone looked at me funny.
I can only imagine. I know, like, for example, when Fortnite came out, all the little kids were doing the floss, right?
Oh
I,
my
w-
god.
Lord.
wasn't that their thing, right?
Yes. Jesus.
So we have our own thing. We just do.
I mean, that could be its own thing. Maybe we'll get bored of Fall Guys, like within the one month or two. Because what I know is, I think we're like what, a week, maybe like a day. No, it's actually a whole week and a couple days now. And like I'm
Yeah,
already almost done with the whole season. I'm like level 33 now.
Level 33?
bro.
Jesus.
It's
I'm
it's
only on 10.
it's very addicting from what it is.
Bro.
Jesus.
Well, at least we all have wins, right?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I won twice only.
Yeah,
Oh
I've
shit.
only won one match so far.
Weren't you playing with yourself?
You mean by yourself?
Well,
Yes, I
yeah.
was playing by myself. Yes.
Okay. But what mode did you play?
What
Like,
mode? What do you mean?
yeah, like what was the last like mode? Like was it the
The
tail
last
one?
one
Uh-huh.
was the tail.
The tail.
So
Uh-huh.
Oh wow.
yes.
So yeah.
So it was like the last 5 seconds, and everybody was just chasing this one guy, obviously, because there's only 5 seconds left. And I just cut him off, grabbed the tail, and just as I did, the game ended. So I won.
Oh, you're one of those people now.
Oh, mine was
I
a little
mean,
different, yeah.
I mean, how did you
I
win?
smelled the tail.
Oh, I won 2 games. I won one on Hexagon, and the other one, like Carl said, the tail. Well, for the tail, everyone kept running into the middle and going to that spinning wheel thing. And when they jump out, they just fell flat on their face. And for me, I just decided to go around the edge so they won't come get me because we all run at the same pace.
Yeah, like what I noticed is that to win that mode, you kind of like I don't know, either you avoid ramps or you just go around the edges of the map just to avoid everyone really.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did, and it actually turned out well. I actually won.
Hey,
Oh, there you
oh,
go.
can we talk about Hex though?
Hex.
Oh my God,
Probably-
Hex.
Oh, heck. So,
What I
It's
learned about it.
literally it's literally the only game mode at the end that I can win because when it comes to like the lasso grab or the what was that crown hill, I can't win those for the life of me. I cannot win.
I understand you completely. I made it to the end of the crown, and no lie, I guess I just didn't press the right button at the right time, so I just fell flat on my face, and I was so mad about that.
That would have been my first win on that map, but I literally read maybe 3 times that I need to press R2 to grab the crown, and at the end, guess anxiety got the best of me, and like I did not grab it, and I just dived into it, and I was like, why didn't I win? But I didn't grab it. Feels bad.
Man, I mean, like even like I think it was yesterday, Kelly was playing Fall Guys and she was doing the crown. She actually like got there pretty much.
Oh,
And yeah, she got there.
That's pretty cool.
But the thing is, like the crown when it was going up, right? You would be like, oh, you should wait, or slow down and then go for it, right?
yeah.
So when I told her, it's like, oh no, oh, hold on. It's like she just stopped, like she stopped moving, and then the other person on the other side just jumped and got it when it was going down, cause like
Wow.
it's just she freaked out pretty much.
Oh, that hurts. Well, at least she made it to the end though.
Yeah, pretty much. But she did get her first win with the tail game also.
the tail
Yeah.
game. The
Yeah.
tail game is pretty easy. Yeah.
That's the main one I want to see because I know that's like almost a guaranteed win.
Yeah.
Bro, hurts. Never won a tail game.
You will
Yeah,
win
it's a
one
pain in
someday.
the ass.
It's all Hex for me, baby.
Oh, Hex is a pain in the ass for me, especially when you're playing with a friend.
Oh
Because
man.
Yes,
when you
I
try to work, when
completely
you try to
agree.
work together, you end up screwing each other over. You walk the same path or the same direction, and you just running out of platforms to run on, and you eventually you're gonna fall down to the next floor.
Yeah, I remember Josue cut me off that one time.
Yeah, exactly. We can cut each other off.
I
Right,
mean,
Arturo?
like the main thing with like when it comes to Fall Guys, when it's like a whole team, like normally us, like me, Eric, Chente, and sometimes Carlos also, we play in the team, but like you can't really help each other out unless it's a team game. But in the end, it's just every man for themselves, pretty much.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
But like it
It's
is kind of
easy.
cool having your friends in the back kind of cheering you on when you're on that last match, right?
I mean, it just adds
Sometimes,
pressure to you.
yeah, it's a little pressure. They can just yell at you like, "No, go this way, that way."
It's like oh man, yes, I lost. Now I can spectate you and judge you.
Exactly.
Oh, you know what's the worst is when you guys finish a match and you still haven't, and you're just getting your ass beat by everybody, and everybody's just laughing at you because you can't succeed in completing the match.
Man, but I mean, Fall Guys, it's a good game. I do wish it would. I'm sure which they are gonna add more skins, a lot
Oh,
more
for sure.
maps, and you can only imagine like the possibilities they can do, knowing that it's a platformer, and especially since it's a battle royale. So the main thing also, which I heard a complaint about also, is that all these people keep grabbing each other every single mode with the collisions, pretty much.
Oh yes, Jesus.
And so
Like, especially when all cramped up. Yes.
yeah, like DoorDash, right? Like oh, there's only one way to go through, and it's that door, and everyone's like bunched up. So
I could
The
see
worst
why
body
people
blocking.
don't, like the whole body bashing thing, especially with game modes such as DoorDash. Because I mean, you're right with the whole everybody just goes through one door, and it's not really like a game of like skill. I would say it's more of can you get through everybody else? That's about it. But otherwise, it's a pretty good game. Very addictive.
Right there. I love my skin. I only got the top half of it. It's the toucan.
I really want the
You got the
dinosaur one.
toucan.
I got the toucan. Yes.
Really? How?
I just got it from the store. That's it.
The store? I
Well,
never saw it.
well, with the store, if you haven't noticed, it randomizes for everyone. So every single person is gonna get a different thing in their
Oh,
store.
really?
And to be
Yeah.
honest, I feel like this is the best. Because you know how in Fortnite there's new skin, and then everyone's gonna have it, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
and then
and
you don't feel special by your skin.
But yeah, this way basically everyone's gonna have something different. So you don't see like, oh look at that ninja outfit. now everyone has, you know, a ninja outfit.
I
Since
just
we're all
want the
talking
T-Rex.
that we've been playing Fall Guys, I've been playing a new game. Technically not a new game.
Mm-hmm.
I've been
What?
playing
It's like new
The
to
Last
Really?
of
you.
Us 2.
Oh, new to you. Okay.
New to me, even
Okay.
though I
Uh-huh.
mostly finished it. But yeah, I kind of want to finish it now so I can try to give the new update that's coming out, which is the Grounded and the Permadeath,
Oh, okay.
which I'm scared to try out, but it should be something excited for people that already played it.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all excited for, or are y'all gonna try and finish it on Grounded or Permadeath?
Well, the thing about Last of Us, it's mainly a story-based game, and I'm sure there might be some kind of replayability. But now that I beat it, like I don't really have any other reason, you know, unless they put something else on there, or maybe some DLC, like in Last of Us One. You know, there's the Elliot DLC, pretty much, like a little more of her background.
Well, personally, I haven't played Last of Us 2. I don't know why. I have no reason not to play because I definitely have the time to play The Last of Us 2. But in my mind, I'm convincing myself like just play it later. You'll play it later, but later never happens. So.
Yeah, it kind of happens for me with Ghost of Tsushima. Like I've been playing that for just 2 days. Yeah,
2 days. From what I saw in Ghost of Toshima, it looked like kind of like an Assassin's Creed, kind of meets like a Dark Souls kind of thing.
it is, but like there's more features in this Assassin's Creed. So what's it called? Like I only played a little bit of the game. There's in the gameplay the character you play. If I don't recall his name sadly. Anyways,
Hmm.
there's like 4 different dance that you can do. Like different ways of fighting basically. With the way you can handle your sword. When you fight against the Mongolians, those damn Mongolians, you know.
Oh my god, Eric.
I just had to say it. I'm sorry. But anyways, overall the game looks really beautiful for a PS4, and I thought like, oh, it's probably PS5 graphics, but it's not. It's PS4. And honestly, that's all I can say about that. I haven't been playing the game much, sadly.
I should really play The Last of Us 2 out. Though. I really should.
I mean, right now it's still like full price, $60. Although it is well worth the price. Like you're gonna get like
Oh yeah, for
around
sure.
35 hours of gameplay if you were to play it.
Wow.
30
Is the
Yeah,
hours.
game really that long?
yeah, it's pretty long. I mean, like I'm actually like playing, looking around. Maybe it'll be shorter for you if you don't look around. You know.
Yeah, but a speedrunner would say, oh, actually it's 4 hours.
Yeah, just 4 hours. You know.
Just 4 hours. That's how long I spent so far in the game. I only played 4 hours yesterday.
Not bad.
But I mean, I like the combat. The combat's a really big step up from like the first one. You got like you can punch now, or when you punch, you can dodge enemies like from an attack they're about to do, and then you can just like punch right back, and you gotta keep dodging. I don't know. I think it's a cool upgrade they had.
Oh, well, that's pretty good. Man, about board games, this is something that we've all been playing since like after high school, honestly. The main thing that I know we all kept playing, and I'm sure everyone here, with the audio listeners, is Monopoly. And I know Monopoly just ruins like families and friends and that kind of thing, of course. I mean, what do y'all think
Destroy.
about Monopoly, of course, right?
Yeah, that it destroys friendships. Yes.
It takes forever to finish.
I
That's all I
mean,
have to
a
say.
Monopoly game is like 2 hours, right? 2 or 3 hours, of course.
It can definitely
Probably
last three
more than that.
hours.
Yeah.
2 hours. I hate it.
You hate it and you love
It's
it.
No,
there's
just
that
hate it.
period in between, that when everybody has their properties. Not like full on blown like I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, there's like a period where it goes from boring to fun, and then from that it goes on to just being just flat out just ruthless. As in, it's a weird thing, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, we've been playing Monopoly for quite a while. We even bought like different editions, like Rick and Morty Monopoly.
Oh
Oh
man.
yes.
Dude, no, dude, that was the era where we only play Monopoly because we didn't know what else to play.
Yeah,
So
he's
yeah,
That was a sad time.
like he said specifically, like we just played about so many times. We played regular Monopoly, we played Rick and Morty Monopoly. For some
Yu-Gi-Oh.
reason, we bought a what's it called? A Monopoly but wood edition.
Oh,
For
yo.
for whatever reason, we bought that, and we never even used it because it's just the same thing. We even have it on PS4, and like that's how we kept playing. It wasn't until we actually went to South by Southwest in Austin, like in Texas.
Yes.
We went there. I saw a demo for this other board game, and it was called Garden Quest. I actually met the owner, and this is basically to where instead of you like go into a shop. Like the board game itself is based on where you're a shopkeeper and you sell to these heroes to buy like a monster pretty much. And that's like a huge step up than just playing Monopoly, of course.
It is actually like the way we play the game is entirely different from Monopoly, of course. No dice roll. You actually some weapons and some potions or elixirs to these special heroes
Hmm.
and help them fight the boss.
Yeah, so like I said before, basically all it really is again you're a shopkeeper, and you sell these items to the heroes, and basically everyone picks a hero and you sell them the items and you fight the boss, and it just builds up from there. This game usually takes around 30 minutes to complete versus what the 2 or 3 hours of Monopoly. And I'm pretty sure whenever you do play a board game, you're kind of going for like the win or maybe kind of like the experience versus just well,
Yeah, but
Monopoly is just, you just play, you get the properties, you flick off your friends and family, just so you can win pretty much.
yeah. I mean, the whole point is you really want to like sell some stuff to them.
Yeah, that basically in that case. I mean, like, what did you think about Bargain Quest, Gente?
I mean, yeah, I like it. It's definitely a step up from from Monopoly. I think I've only played Bargain Quest total of like 3, 4 times. I mean, I remember when y'all came over to my house one time and we literally played on the freaking floor,
Oh man.
and I remember how uncomfortable that was. But I mean, it was fun nonetheless. I don't think I won that time, sadly.
No, no,
But yeah.
wasn't that the time you like? I think like your family gave us all fajita tacos, right? So
Oh man,
that's the highlight of my day right there. So
that was pretty awesome what they did. Very nice of
What
them. I
was
wasn't
it? Was
expecting
it that
that.
day?
I want to say yes. If it was any other day, I don't care. I just want to mention it. That was really good.
I
I
mean,
remember.
I think we played Catan that
Catan.
day.
Oh
I mean,
man, Catan.
that's so we were complaining about Monopoly being 2 hours.
Mhm.
No, there's this game called Catan where I think we played for 3 hours and we didn't even finish it. 'Cause we were so, I guess, tired by the end
Well, we
that
didn't
we
even know
wanted
how
to go
to.
eat.
I'm sorry, we didn't even know how to play. Like we were even playing it wrong. Remember? So no, no.
We
Okay,
were.
so the way we were playing it wrong. But then when we learn how to actually plays, it's actually even slower and more boring. Well, I should say boring, but like not as intuitive, pretty much, as how we were playing it. It takes longer, I should say.
Yeah, it did take longer, but I don't know. I enjoyed playing it. Do y'all have any favorite board games you want to talk about?
Well,
Eric?
after Catan, you start introducing Exploding Kittens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Exploding Kittens.
That's still my go-to game. If we just want to play like a game that goes like 10, 15 minutes, that's still my go-to.
I mean, with Exploding Kittens, all it is just basically it's a card game. There's a bomb. It's like depending on how many people are on there, there's bombs in there, and you basically draw cards. As long as you don't draw a bomb, you pretty much like you're good. And if you do draw a bomb, you gotta put a diffuse card and that kind of thing. So
Sort of like a card roulette.
yeah, exactly kind of like a Russian roulette, but like just like with cards. So
Yeah, of course. But when you draw a bomb, you also have a diffuse card, and that can save you.
Could.
Defuse the bomb. Like you can just put that bomb card back into the deck and just screw anyone over. You can put it at the top or in the bottom or somewhere in the middle.
I mean, there's even any like power ups also, or I
Oh,
guess like kind of like different modifiers. I guess you can say there's
yeah.
like there's a skip card. There's also ones to where if you have a certain amount of cat cards, like individual, you can draw from like the discard pile, like another diffuse. There's even like attack cards also. So if I put one down, I can attack someone else, saying basically they can draw two from the actual deck, and it's also stackable, so you can put it back to me. So.
Uh, those I hate. I hate stacking in any game, especially in that one, because it's like you gotta take 4 turns. Hope you're lucky you don't get a bomb in one of them.
I always get a bomb in one of them.
I mean, it's a pretty good game though. It's like good 10 minutes passes by per game,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's
pretty
pretty
quick.
satisfying. So you can play up to, I believe, depending which edition you get, from 4 to 8 players if you get the party edition. There's
Oh yeah.
a yeah, there's a party edition. There's also an NSFW edition for those people that don't get easily offended in that case or not at work. So.
I have that one.
Naturally.
I I can attest. I have that one. Well, me and Eric have Exploding Kittens, but think Eric has the party one.
Actually, I do. I do have the party pack. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the one that's like 8 players.
No, that actually
Mhm.
it's actually 10 players.
Oh, 10
10?
players? Well, even
Yeah.
better. So if
Yeah.
if y'all whatever reason over family, you can play that. So it's pretty quick and it's pretty good.
I do miss playing Exploding Kittens in Eric's house though. That was probably like one of the best things to do after work.
Oh
Like you
yeah.
would get
Every
off work and I'm like, yes, finally gonna play some board games at Eric's house. And
yeah. Yeah. Back then, like you guys always come to my house to play some card games, board games, and
like
then
we would bring Chick-fil-A or we would go out to eat some noodles or just bring any kind of food and
Uh,
then just spread it on the table
I
and then
mean,
just play our games.
do you remember like we even go to like Tapioca, like Tea House? It's just a place where you can get like bubba, boba, whatever y'all call it. I don't know what anywhere else. It's the little orbs at the bottom. Anyway, we go to there. Of course, well, it's whatever they're called. I don't know, but anyway, it's Tea House. You go there. They actually have their own board game section, or you can bring your own. And we bring either like Exploding Kittens or these other board games that we have. You just have a casual chat and just just enjoy ourselves really. Another game I do want to mention also. There's one that was backstarted or what's it called? Kickstarter. It's Isaac pretty much. It's based off of Binding of Isaac, which is called Four Souls. I don't really want to add anything else to that, Eric.
oh man, that game is really something. Honestly, I would say that's one of my favorite card games ever.
Yeah, because it's based off of again like Binding of Isaac. Like the creator made it himself. Basically, you got four people, four souls, which is us, and we just need to go through the kind of like a quote unquote dungeon run. You can
Right.
screw people, y'all can make deals, but at the end of the day, there can only be one winner.
Right, right. The only thing I don't like about the Isaac is when there's like more than like five or more people are playing because that just takes forever. Because each person, whenever they have like a good set, like items, good set of items or loot cards, they'll take their time on their turn and think about what they're gonna do for the next turn or this turn. It could be all be risky.
But yeah, but like when Eric says that, basically the game there's a shop and there's monsters. So you can buy your items, which would be your treasures. With those treasures, they can help you maybe get an extra dice roll. Maybe you can re-roll. Maybe you can destroy cards in the field or monsters. But it's up to like your advantage, pretty much in that case.
Yeah, but there's a couple there's a lot of outcomes like it could be played in many different ways. For example, like during the end of the game, maybe you could have played this card or that card. Who knows? You might win or might have lose or made your situation worse, or you could be dead multiple times, or you could actually have a good advantage.
I mean, there's a lot of ways to actually play. Like again, you can you can play to win if you want. Like the main point is that each monster they have a soul basically. So once you get four of those, you win in that case. There's even like achievements. Let's say you have more than 10 cards, then you can get an extra soul for that also. Or maybe you also have like coins. If you have 1 out of 25, you can also get another soul for that also in that case. Do you have anything else to add on that, Chente?
I mean, yeah, like what Eric was saying that you can win even at the last minute. I mean, there's a card called the Golden Bomb where it pretty much guarantees a kill from a monster. And if you're like tied with someone else, say you have like two souls, someone else has two souls, there's another card where you can duplicate the last played card effect, and then you just wombo combo, and you won basically. But it's a fun game. It's just it can get very, very long with more people.
Yeah, and
My
that's
lord.
that's the main thing you mentioned about. But there's a lot of different kind of cards that really change up the gameplay. There's even one where it's called the tech. Basically, you add counters or like kind of numbers on there, and once you get three, you can just insta kill either a monster or a player. So you can either be an a-hole, kill a player off, or you can just get a soul by killing a monster itself. So
Yeah. And then in Isaac, it always changes depending on the heroes you choose. So, or here, I guess I'll call them heroes or characters because
mostly
they
characters. Uh huh.
they completely change basically what your state of mind is. So, like one of them is like if you die, you don't really die. So you can screw up everyone else and play cards that kills everyone, but you're the only one that's safe. Or I don't know. What's another character that would be a good example?
I mean, another one would be what's his name?
Uh,
I think it was the blue baby one.
Blueface.
Yeah, Blueface. Like he's the one
Yeah.
with the bone. That one where every turn you get a counter, but he has his own little special abilities. And with that, if you get one, I think you get an extra roll. The second one, I believe you can do one damage to a monster, and then the third one, it itself turns into a soul, but you can't use it anymore. But all these characters have their own different kind of ability.
To remember, compared to like how games in the past were, like I mean, freaking checkers. Well, not even checkers. What's a really old Mousetrap? You know how easy that thing was to remember the rules.
I never play Mousetrap, but man, those commercials, they always want me to like at least try it out.
It's fun. It's just that I think when we were little, we bought or our parents bought it, and it only lasted a week until we lost the pieces to it. So that really sucked. But I mean, it was fun while it lasted. Do y'all have any games y'all remember from the past, like when y'all played when y'all was little?
I mean, I remember like I'm like again Monopoly, but my dad didn't know how to actually play it. Disclaimer, he's from actually Salvador, pretty much. So when he played Monopoly, how he thought he played it, whenever we land on our own property, we gotta pay rent like in real life, basically. That's what he told me.
Like with the mortgage and everything.
Yeah, like that's how he thought we had to play it. So like whenever like you land on a house, you gotta pay the rent yourself, or like you pay the rent every turn or something like that, from what I remember.
Right, right.
But who would he pay it to then?
I don't know the bank.
The bank? Like
Like real life, like if you own a property in real life, you got to pay, I guess, like the owner of the bank, right?
That was your
I can just see it right now. Like, oh man, I owe myself 500. All right.
Well, no, but he like no, but like basically, if you land on your own property, you just give it to the bank.
bro.
Yeah.
There goes your college fund. Most Hispanics play is freaking loteria, bro.
Totally.
Oh
Oh,
man,
Jesus.
don't get it started, man.
Bro,
Loteria, hands down, favorite childhood game. I mean,
bro,
you can bank.
I mean, with Loteria, for people that don't know, it's the lottery. It's Mexican lottery basically.
it's like
Uh,
bingo. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. It's bingo, but how we play, we use either beans, sometimes quarters, and sometimes we use that to like kind of like, is it really a gamble? Not really, right? Kind of like a prize
I,
pool, right?
Yeah, pretty
I,
much.
yeah, it was like a prize pool. I mean, for like casual games, we used to use beans. So it's like I believe it's a 4x4. Shoot, I don't remember. 4x5 kind of
hmm
grid for the people that don't know Loteria. And each little section has like different characters. So like one of them would have the world, no one would have a rose or whatever. And then there would be pile of cards in the middle matching each one in a deck. And then someone would be just drawing one by one, calling them out. And then whoever had sort of like a bingo, you can say, so like four in a row or like the diagonally would win. And they would either, if they were playing with no cash, then they would just win. If there was money involved, then they would get what's called a pot, which is where everybody puts like in a quarter or whatever the amount is, and then they would win that amount.
But yeah,
Oh.
that's the prize pool, with what I
Yeah,
mentioned.
and that
Oh,
would be the
that's what
prize
you
pool.
mean.
hmm
Yeah,
That's
because I remember when my oh sorry, Chinte, go on.
like that's pretty much where I got my lunch money for school. Was just like we would go to my mom's friend's place or parties, and then I would just have my quarters ready. I'm like, oh boy, I'm ready to sweep these old ladies off their money. And that'd be my
Damn, bro.
Yeah, soda machine. Let's go.
soda machines. Hell yeah. But what were you gonna say, Eric?
Oh, no, I was gonna say like I remember my well still to this day my mom always plays Loteria every Friday with her friends.
Oh
Every
damn.
Friday, like
Oh
Really?
Jesus.
man.
Every single week?
Yeah, I'm like Jesus Christ. It's like their own thing, like how we play board games. They have their own thing also.
Oh, I remember. Oh, wasn't the time was it Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, I remember now. I was personally dressed as no, not Thanksgiving. It was Halloween. There we go. I was dressed as a turkey, but we were playing on that table and we were interrupting your mom's like bingo time, right? Something like that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, usually after like the game, I'm just like, "Hey, are you winning, mom?" She's like, "No, I lost like 50 cents, $1, $1.25." And there are times where she actually won. She's like, "Oh, I won $5." Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Is it?
Yeah.
You can buy Whopper Jr. with that.
You
So-
could, yeah, or a $5 footlong.
a foot long.
Is that still a thing?
It's it
don't
comes
know.
and goes, but
But yeah, like I used to play it a lot back in the day. Normally it would be quarters because we were too broke to use like dollars or whatever. Because I know people use like actual bills to play. They use the currency as like that. But I would just use quarters, nickels, dimes. Nothing too much. So if I lost, I'd be like, well, I just lost $2. Well, that's not a big deal.
I mean, yeah, it's technically gambling, not really gambling, but when you're little, it's like, who cares? You just want the enticement of the money.
I mean, are we talking about like the 90s here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we are.
Yeah, we're all 90s kids. We're in that what they call Yo Play, Capri Sun. What else I can think of? Yeah, do you remember those commercials that come on TV where it was like, what's it called? Pillow pets? Yeah, that's
It's a
our
pillow.
that's our
It's a
era.
pet.
That's our
It's a
era right
pillow
there with
pet.
those commercials.
I
would you
mean,
be disappointed to
uh,
know that I actually have a turtle pillow pit on my bed right now?
are you for real?
Yeah, yeah, from like when I don't know how old I was,
You still
young.
have one?
Yeah, I still have one actually.
Oh man, damn, bro! Like that's really cool. I didn't. I just saw the commercials. I was thinking that doesn't actually like people would actually get them, right?
With all
They
that
sell
money I
them
got
all
from
over
the
the
lottery.
place, but
So what's y'all's favorite board games? Like
Secret Hitler,
overall? What would you oh yes.
Secret Hitler, Oregon Trail. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about those two, but those two just
It'd be hitting different.
they just get me. Like if somebody says we're gonna play Secret Hitler, I'm gonna be like, yes, let's freaking go! I can't wait, like that.
So like I agree, Secret Hitler. I mean Secret Hitler was another Kickstarter game like Isaac. I was too late to back for it, so I had to buy it when it came out on store, so I couldn't get like a gold edition which had like gold foil and everything.
Oh
And
damn!
it's funny because how we progress for games is that when we get a game, it's like, all right, we need to play it at Eric's place. We need to get everyone together. So literally, that's what we did for Secret Hitler. I was like, all right, Eric, I got a new game. Can we play this? I'll show you how to play whatever.
Oh yeah, I remember
And
that. Yeah.
You wanna
Isn't it
do that?
mostly with any game? We set up like a specific day we want to play. We make it a whole
Yeah,
big deal and we all just go.
yeah, we all
Yeah.
plan ahead.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much the role for any board game.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
pretty much.
demo it at Eric's house.
Demo what Eric said. Oh yeah, speaking of Secret Hitler, there's another game similar to it. One Night Ultimate Werewolf. Y'all remember that?
Oh,
Yes, I haven't
I,
played that game in so
yeah,
long though.
I remember. But before you get started on that, also, just with Secret Hitler, it's basically it's a game where you don't know like who's like Hitler basically, like the bad guy, and then he has his accomplices basically, and then there's the people. What was the other people's name? The blue team. What's it called?
The liberals and fascists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. So there's the
yeah.
liberals, that's like the good people, and then there's the fascists, where's the bad people. And from there, it's kind of more of a guessing game and kind of like reading like react to things. But the main thing is that there's the president, and then there's the I guess like what's it called, Chancellor, right?
The Chancellor.
Yeah, Chancellor. There you go, the Chancellor. So from there, again, you it's more of a guessing game depending on what votes they pass or laws, I should say. They're either gonna vote towards more fascist stuff or the other one where it's liberals. But again, it's more of a guessing game in that case.
It is, but sometimes when you play this game, even if you're not Hitler or not, like you still feel attacked by other players. Like for example, like Carlos keeps thinking I'm Hitler, but I'm not.
I mean, half the time you are. That's the thing.
Half the
It-
time I am. No,
It's
I'm
it's
not.
all it's all random, really.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really want to talk about Carlos thinking you're Hitler, just remember all the times that Arturo specifically would only go for me, bro.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. It's like it's just the way you like react whenever I say things. I'm like, whenever you pass a vote, I'm like, is that what you wanted? Or is it?
Oh, I guess the issue is how I play is that I guess in the beginning I always try to explain things so like people would understand more. So I guess what would happen is that explaining more things would probably give more suspicion towards me, and then Arturo would basically be like, "Oh, I see," and kind of
Where is
attack me
he?
for that.
Yeah, there's some people that they're very suspicious from the very beginning, and then there's others that you just never know what they have. And then there's people like Eric who just want to confuse everybody because why not?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Well, yeah. But basically, it's a whole just guessing game, kind of see like who's Hitler, and either Hitler becomes Chancellor near the end, and then he automatically wins, or basically, we find out who he is and we just kill him in that case.
Liberals win.
Yeah, basically. But going back towards the other board game we talked about, Ultimate Werewolf, it's pretty similar, but there's multiple roles and a lot more possibilities in that case. Which I know you want to talk more about that, right, Eric?
Yeah. I'll try. It's been a while since I played the game, so I'll try to make it clear for us. But basically, when I Ultimate Werewolf, like you can play like 3 to 10 players, and there are 2 teams, the werewolves and the villagers, right? And so it's usually a 10-minute game where players can engage, of course, and there's like about like a dozen roles. Like for example, like minions, they pretend to be the werewolf, and if they're accused, if the villagers accuse the minion, the werewolves win. And what else is there? I know there's more. And oh yeah, there's also a tanner. Tanner.
I'm
I
Tanner.
don't, yeah, Tanner is a third team. Not much people know about, but basically, if you're a Tanner and you've been selected, being accused of being a werewolf, you basically won.
I mean,
Wait,
there's a lot of roles with the game.
Yeah.
I mean, we have that running gag, which is like, "No, I'm Tanner." Whenever
yeah,
we play
there
on
you
board,
go.
and
I
get
mean,
killed,
Yeah.
it's like, "No, I'm Tanner," and it completely throws everyone off.
I mean, the thing about the Tanner is just like you want to die. That's
Yeah.
we're just trying to assist his suicide in that case.
Oh yeah, but remember, keep in mind, like there's also a moderator, like does all the switching cards for you in case y'all forget.
Oh yeah, because like each role can do their thing. That's
Yeah,
the one
exactly.
thing. That's something I kind of don't like, because I guess it's kind of weird having to like everyone close your eyes and have them do their role.
Sometimes the moderator wants to also play, but there's also like an app
Oh,
for it, where we can like have it do it for us, so we can do all the switching. Like Troublemaker, open your eyes, switch cards of any 2 players, and they switch it off. And you got the robber who I don't remember the robber, but I'm pretty sure he just steals someone's role and switch someone's role basically. And you got the
was it?
drunk.
Yeah, the drunk. Go ahead. You can explain.
Oh, okay. Basically, the drunk basically steals 3 cards in the middle and switch 3 cards in the middle, but they don't know which one are they basically, which one they are in the middle.
Mm.
Oh yeah, there's also a seer. A seer basically can look at 2 cards in the middle, or there's another option where like you can look at anyone else's cards and see what they have. Oh, am I missing anyone?
Well, I mean, we don't have to mention all the roles, but from hearing Eric already, there's a lot of roles you can do from there.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty good game. It can last probably like what 20-minute game, right?
Yeah, usually the game. No, no. Actually, the game's like about 10 minutes only. 10 minutes of discussion of like who's who.
10 minutes?
Yeah,
Was it
10
really
minutes.
that long?
Yeah, 10-minute game. Yeah.
Oh no, the discussions. We literally had to put a timer on the discussion itself because of how long it would take us just to like decide who would be accused.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus. I mean, it's a fun game. Every time I go to Target, because I I have a board game addiction. I have like 32 board games,
Good lord.
and every time I go through I always have to go to the game board section, and literally Werewolf. Every time I want to get it, when I pass by it, I'm like, "Ugh, I really shouldn't. I really, really shouldn't."
I mean, you should, Chente. You should.
I mean,
No, I have too many.
I mean, like with everything that's happening right now, also, like seeing how with the whole situation, we haven't really been able to play board games in person, which I know we've all been trying to just keep at home, right?
Yeah.
So like from
Yeah.
there, we actually moved on to playing this one game on Steam. Basically, it's kind of like playing board games, but you can play it online in that case. It's called Tabletop Simulator. They sell it for like $20. You can catch it at Steam sale. It goes down to like what, like 5, I want to say. Along with also, basically you can play any kind of board game. If you can think of it, you can play it on there. So we kind of moved on to playing in person to just playing on there. just to keep ourselves safe, but also still kind of keeping the board game tradition going in that case.
Yeah, it's because I cannot give up that board game life.
No, I
No,
definitely
we
can't.
cannot.
There are some days when I want to play a game for like hours and hours, and then there's games like Uno that, okay, so we're just gonna play it for like a few minutes. Okay, we're done.
Yeah, but you can play games like that. You can play it on Tabletop Simulator. It's just like all like virtual. It even has VR also if you want to do that for some reason. But you can
Oh
play
yeah.
any kind of board game that you want on there.
It's not
I
the
mean,
same though.
I literally bought a tabletop simulator for a friend just to play Loteria. I'm trying to go back into Loteria, but
Loterias on
tabletop,
tabletop.
like literally they have you can if there's a board game like Arturo said that you want to play, it's pretty much gonna be in tabletop. And they have this people make these board games where they call them scripted,
Hmm.
where you don't have to like manually pick up the card or manually do this. It like automates everything for you, so it's a lot easier to play. It's gonna be about the same when you play it in real life.
Yeah, and that's the
Just
whole
as
point
good.
of like the simulator basically.
What's
Yeah, but
another
I still
game?
miss Eric's house.
I mean, I think we
Yeah.
all just miss the outside world really.
Yeah, we really do.
Like if we're not like going to work or like going to the grocery store whenever we run out of food, that's basically it. Unless you want to take a risk, eat out.
What we could do is, so in tabletop, you know how we can place a background image?
Hmm.
We should seriously ask Eric to take a picture of his dining room,
Oh
and we
yeah,
all
yeah.
have it,
Yes,
so we
Eric,
can.
you should definitely do that.
Yeah, so like in tabletop, you can even put custom backgrounds and rooms. I mean, like I told him too, take a picture of your room, and then you can just put it on there. I mean, if that makes us feel better, just playing online. So
Yeah, just take like 6 photos in each side, and there you go.
Oh yeah. And then we would just have to get the table, so it feels like we're still playing at Eric's place.
Yeah.
yeah. But speaking of tables, you should really talk about that PlayStation State of Play. So can you
Oh,
talk to me about what happened?
so the state of play, I remember when we were recording last week, the state of play was actually happening at the time. So I think all of us had to catch up on it. But pretty much, I think the state of play was okay. There's people that they're like, there's no new not a lot of PS5 game mentions. Most of them were like third parties, but we had some good ones in there. Like I for one, I mean obviously we're all interested in Crash Bandicoot 4. Are y'all interested
That's
in it?
yes, that's the main one really. I mean, I mostly played Crash Team Racing when it like first came out on the PS1. That's like my childhood. I mean, that's when couldn't really afford a Nintendo, but that's like the best alternative you can get. And I haven't had a chance to get to play the actual remake as well.
I mean I haven't played the remake. I mean I played Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation 1 days, but I didn't really have a PlayStation 1, so whenever I would go to my I guess Mexico, like that's all I would play. Just Crash, the very first one on PlayStation 1. I mean it's the first game they released, first new game in like a decade. It's gonna be great. And they have skins.
Oh yeah, I love
More
the skins.
skins.
One of them glows.
Yeah, one of them glows.
Yeah, you can
And
also play like other various characters like Coco.
oh yeah.
There's also
Another
like go on.
Oh well, go ahead. I think you were about to say what I was gonna
Oh
say.
no, I was about to wrap it up. Anyways, like there's also like new gameplays like time trails and also there's like hidden secrets, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
There-
you go.
For I was just gonna continue the characters. They're actually gonna put in the dino.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Forgot
Uh,
his name.
What dino?
Little Dino or something like that.
Oh,
Man,
so for Crash.
I'm gonna get hate for that one. Yeah. So that's another character you're gonna be able to play as. Like supposedly he.
Dingle Dial, right? Dingle Dial?
Yeah, there you go, Dingle Dial.
I remember, yeah. That dude remind me of what's his name from crap. They're gonna hate me now. King K. Rool, yeah.
Okay, rule.
He looked like King K. Rool, man.
Oh yeah, he does. He does. But like supposedly he gave up his error of ways. He had like a bar.
Or he owns a
something.
bar now, a diner, yeah.
Yeah, and then the diner got destroyed, so he's like out for revenge, I guess.
Sad face.
His business was up, but now retaliation. Oh, yeah, there's also I want to mention like there's also like a new verted mode, like how like it's not like linear also, but it's also like the cameras having different directions. I don't know how to explain it though.
Yeah.
It's like a new design basically.
Like like the different arts. So what they're doing is that for each level, when you beat the game, they're offering new design styles for like each section. So I forgot exactly what it was, but one of them it changes to where you're underwater. Another one where like the color light is inverted, stuff like that. So they're adding stuff to like new levels.
Isn't that kind of what they're doing with Ratchet and Clank with the new one that's coming out? They're having this whole little warp thing between levels also. I don't know if you know about that.
I actually don't.
I want to say
Oh,
it's something similar, but I'm pretty sure it's not the same. But I know basically like it kind of changes around, like the transitions
yeah.
kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. It's basically transition. It's pretty interesting. Do y'all have anything that y'all want to comment about the state of play? What y'all liked?
I like
Well,
that there's not going to be any microtransactions.
Microtransaction.
Yeah, they literally specifically stated that it's not going to have any microtransactions. Or at least,
all right. Well, he lagged out.
Yeah,
Okay.
you like that. Okay,
I was, I was like, I don't know if it was me.
No,
no,
it's just I mean he just died.
Rip, Carlos. But yeah, I know you're excited for Spelunky too, Arturo.
Oh man. Okay. So with Spelunky, I played it when it came out on PC. Basically all it is kind of like a platformer, and you gotta get like the treasure at the end. That's kind of the point of the game. Of course, there's like it's supposed to be like you're in like either a pyramid or an Aztec kind of place. You gotta avoid snakes, traps, and it's a really tough game. But there's like 3 or 4 levels you gotta go through. Again, there's like the pyramid, then you go down towards the Aztecs. It's a really good game. It's a platformer. With the new one that's coming out, obviously they changed their own art style, and I believe they have some different kind of mechanics that are on there.
okay.
But that's something I'm excited for.
Don't they have multiplayer though?
Well,
Yes,
is it I don't know if it's at online or is it mostly local?
it's online.
Online.
Online? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even
So,
better. I mean, I remember when Overcooked came out. I was pretty pissed when I didn't even realize it was only local pretty much. And up until
oh,
the second one that came out, I'm like again, I bought the first one, and then I realized that the second one has online, so then I bought the second one because I couldn't really return the first one because I bought it online.
excuse me. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like I bought the second one actually, and then I played online, and then I saw the first one on sale. I was like, I kind of want to get this, but it was like only local online or only co-op, local co-op, and I was like, nah. But I mean, Spelunky 2, I do want to get it. Even though I didn't play the first one, but it looks chaotic. Like the multiplayer, it looks like it's gonna be crazy.
You're gonna like it. Like if you like those platformers, but again, it's more of an arcade game. So if you like those
Yeah.
kind of games, which I love it. Like I literally have Pac-Man, I have Galaga on my PS4, and I play it from time to time because I just love arcade games. That's kind of my kind of thing, and I would pretty much buy it
Let me join you.
Actually, I will buy it too.
Bet.
because like we made it sound exciting now. I see.
I mean, yeah, online multiplayer and like the game is pretty hectic.
I mean, with this other game also that are coming out, we also got Control. Control, think of it more as a kind of like a mind game, as you could say. Basically, it's about this woman that what's it called in the neighborhood. They found this object. So think of it as like y'all know what an SCP is.
The
Nope.
SCPs are basically like abnormal objects. So think of it like ghost
yeah,
objects. That's basically what it is. I don't know if you heard of it, pretty much.
I have. It's basically its own kind of like community.
Yeah, it's like its own genre, but think of it like that. So instead of like actual monsters, they're objects. So in this game, there's different objects in the world that have abnormal abilities, pretty much.
Oh,
The point of the game is that you're supposed to capture them and then kind of like use them as you play. So you can beat like the final like the boss at the end, pretty much. That's kind of
okay.
the whole point of the game. To where near the end, you gotta fight like the one that she found when she was young. It's a projector which basically brought all like the evil from that dimension up to like the world basically. But it's all contained into this one place. And what they're trying to do with this control that they're trying to release right now for the PS5, they're trying to release all the DLC and a brand new expansion in that case.
That sounds cool. I
yeah,
probably
it
need
sounds
to
pretty
get
good.
into it.
I
Yeah, legit.
I
Yeah.
would recommend getting what's it called, PlayStation Now. Keep note, everything we mentioned, we're not a sponsor. We just really love these games and also just like subscriptions in that case. You can actually play a lot of games on there, so that's where I play Control. I paid like what $10. I played it, took me like a week or two, and then I just played other games from there.
Damn, that sounds
What's
pretty
a-
good, my guy.
What's another game they mentioned? Oh, dude, I don't know who's really into Pokemon that much, but
Yes,
Temtem.
there you go. I was waiting for somebody to mention Temtem.
Temtem.
1010?
Yeah, so it's a a take on Pokemon. It came out on Steam a while back, but
Yeah, it was
it's like
in January.
or something. It was like early access or like beta, but they're gonna release it on the I don't know if it's the PS5 in next year. So it's basically another Pokemon game, but they have their own takes on them. So instead of Pokeballs, they have cards, and that's how you catch more Temtems is by catching them with cards.
Isn't this Yu-Gi-Oh?
Sounds like
It's
Yu-Gi-Oh.
No,
No, it's more like think of it like Pokemon Let's Go or Pokemon Sun and Moon, like that 3D sort of walking style that they have going on. So that's pretty much Temtem. They have like grasses, stuff like that, trainer battles. You can play with another person. You can play co-op, and you basically both each use I guess a Temtem. I keep wanting to say Pokemon. Each one of you uses a Temtem, and then they also have their weaknesses, moves, and whatever. The only difference with Temtem from Pokemon is that they have stamina. So each move you use uses up stamina, and then some of them use more than others. So you would have to alternate, sort of like if you want to use a status move or you want to use an actual like attack move that uses stamina. But it's a
Okay.
game I'm interested in.
That sounds pretty interesting. I mean, I guess PlayStation also wanna, get some of that Pokemon like money pretty much in that case.
that's one way to do it. Since the newest Pokemon game. Oh, wait, can I still call it the newest? It's about to be a year old, so
I mean,
I guess
wouldn't it be the same thing when Nintendo's like, oh, the new Nintendo DS?
the new.
Yeah, like that was a thing also.
Do they still sell them anywhere?
Well, they only just sell the
Mm.
3DS. No, 2DS actually, because it's
Oh
the
wow.
2DS, and then of course now it's just the Switch. I mean, it's the same thing because I see what they're doing with 1010. I remember they used to release this other game called PlayStation All Stars. So you know how in Smash Brothers is
Oh,
Nintendo characters. In this
yes.
case, with PlayStation All Stars released on the PS3, it's just a bunch of PlayStation asset characters and whoever's on there. So like I would see that's kind of their way, except with in this case called 1010s.
Yeah, but
Mm.
the difference is Temtem is made from this indie studio, It's so it's not really the same, but I could see like their take on it is like, well, we can't get Pokemon, we might as well get this game that's similar to it, but
Wouldn't it be the same thing as like oh mom, I want this Pokemon game. Oh no, we have Pokemon game at home. And then she brings you 1010.
well,
It's
that's a
funny.
meme at that point though.
Yeah, like that's kind of what's happening. I mean, this is the issues that I'm having with the state of play. Like a lot of it's kind of third-party developers. I mean, power to them, but a lot of us want to see these big budget titles. But mostly what you see here is PS5 games and these indie games coming towards the PS5. One of the main ones that really stand out, like I mentioned before, would be Crash Bandicoot 4. In my case, Control. And I guess one of the main things also should be Hitman 3, and especially Godfall, which I know Chente has a lot to talk about that.
Yes. So I'm I'm gonna try not to go into too much into Godfall. I'm interested from what it looks like. It's made by Gearbox. So
Nice.
I'm a good Borderlands fan. So Godfall looks sort of a take. It's a looter, but they from from what the trailer or the video presentation was, they call it a looter slasher. So what they're doing is that instead of shooting or stuff like that, you're basically melee. They have 4 weapon classes, which is dual blades. I think one of them was a great sword or two-handed great sword. One of them was a long sword, and the other one was a great sword, long sword. I forgot what the other one. Oh, it's a polearm. So each one has like their own styles of fighting, their own specials, their own combos, and then you basically just go through the world killing stuff
Okay,
by slashing.
hold on. It sounds to me it's kind of like a Warframe or like what Monster Hunter kind of thing. It's something similar,
So
right? But Borderlands, right?
yeah, now you think about it, it is sort of like Warframe. Warframe is more button smashing than anything else, and I think this game, Godfall, is a little bit more. You have to be more strategic on it because there's a shield in the game
Hmm.
where you can counter and parry enemies, and I think that's a big mechanic that they're trying to emphasize is like the parrying and blocking system. for especially for like boss fights and stuff like that. I don't think it should be that important for like little stuff you're gonna try and kill. It's definitely more strategic than Warframe.
I mean, because from what I saw, it's kind of more like a Souls-like, similar, like Dark Souls. Like because mostly you either gotta dodge, block, those kind of things. That's the gameplay look like me, and that's what I'm a little more interested in from what I saw.
I mean, I don't know yet. I don't from the trailers themselves. I don't know if it's gonna be Souls-like or it's gonna be more like Destiny, because it also reminds me of Destiny in a bit, in a way,
Hmm.
since it's it's still a looter. So I'm not sure what to expect. What they're gonna say later on. I know they're gonna release more information as it goes by. They're gonna release more information on the other two weapons because they only went over dual blades and I think longsword. So who knows?
So yeah, again, but it's not similar, kind of like Monster Hunter, right?
No, not Monster Hunter. Definitely
But
not Monster Hunter.
but like with leveling up, I mean, kind of like you fight these things, you get these items to level up your weapons. That's the main thing I'm talking about. Those mechanics.
Oh, okay. I guess in that way, yeah, but that's pretty much. Well, no, they're going for more like a loot progression. So I think it's just like actual loot that drops on the floor, like Borderlands or like Destiny, and then you equip that new loot. I don't think it's like upgrade your current weapon or stuff like that, but I could be wrong.
Okay, so it's something similar, but they're going for more towards again like melee kind of thing. So
Yeah, just more ninja-like, I guess. But yes, it's Godfall. Excited for it.
That sounds badass. Holy crap.
I mean,
But
we're just hoping it's not another
Evolve.
not Evolve. The other game that they made that's just complete fail. Battleborn. There you go.
Oh
Oh,
god,
Yeah,
no.
like can you
No.
imagine if they released Godfall and then Blizzard releases something similar in that case?
I
Overwatch
would be
2.
upset.
Oh,
I would be
Oh,
upset.
yeah, and the Overwatch 2 is coming out. But I don't, no, honestly, I don't even, that's completely different than what they're doing with Godfall.
I
That
can
is
still see people
true.
saying, I'd rather play Overwatch 2. No, I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, that's all you right there. So,
I
Hey,
mean, I
man.
get it. What's the other one? Oh, Hitman VR. Eric, are you interested in Hitman?
him in VR. Ooh, it looks interesting, but like the way it's like it's trying to create like a new way of like actually experience assassinations, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like what's it called? I'm still a little confused if it's like it's just gonna be on him and 3 or the whole trilogy though.
I
VR.
think I think what it is it's you're gonna get the trilogy, but I think only the third one is
Him
gonna
and 3
be
is gonna be VR, right?
full VR. I might have to double check that, but I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
I
because I'm
mean,
actually a little excited about that one.
I mean, I'm mostly
have
excited
you?
about the VR, really.
Don't
Like
you
I'm
have
in
actually
VR?
general.
glad that they brought VR into state of play because for a while there, I felt like VR was kind of neglected.
Well, I know one of the state of plays that they have was only VR. I don't know if y'all remember that,
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yeah, it was
Damn.
only
I don't
VR.
remember.
So I guess I just haven't been staying up to date.
I mean,
That's my bad.
me as a personal PSVR owner, that's something like I literally get emails saying, "Oh, look what's new in VR," because they know I have a VR.
But do y'all wanna like fish slap stuff in VR? Because it,
Fish slap?
Hitman,
Fish slap.
like if y'all go to if y'all look up right now like Hitman videos or stuff like that, you're gonna see a lot of people just doing like crazy dumb things. Like
What?
so the fish is one thing that's like probably people's favorite thing to use is like you literally just smack people with a fish across the face and they get knocked out.
Wait, in VR?
I don't know if it's gonna be in VR. I hope it is,
Because I know
which is gonna be hilarious for people to see.
one of the comments I read about Hitman VR is okay. I know you've seen those videos where it's the Hitman. He's like in a bottle. He's in a pile of bodies, and then the guy like opens the door, and then like the Hitman comes out and just kills him, puts him into like the pile pretty much, and then he just builds it
Naturally.
up like that. I don't know if y'all seen those videos,
I don't think I've seen that specific one.
but I'm sure that's something they're gonna do now in VR especially. So
Who knows how hard they're gonna pursue VR for like the next gen consoles?
I mean, with next gen now popping up, like it's kind of even hard to decide like what to buy, really. Like at this point, I don't like I have a bad controller. I don't want to buy another one because I know I want to save up for like the next gen console. I'm sure for most of us here, we're mostly PlayStation owners, and seeing what's the exclusive they have to offer, I'm most likely gonna go towards the PS5 especially.
Yeah,
PS5.
and it doesn't help that they recently just released a bunch of like timed exclusive controllers. Like they have berry blue, rose gold, and I believe titanium black. Like they have all these colors that are just coming out for just 1 month, and we're literally just a few months away from PS5 coming out. And there's these new controllers, and it's very tempting to just get one of these just because they're different from your basic red, blue, and black.
But the PS5
Wait,
though.
It's super
so
white.
so the colors you're talking about, it's for PS4, right?
Yeah,
And
not
they're
PS5, just PS4.
and they're time sensitive.
Yeah, like they're only out for this month, like the month of August. They're
Why
only
would
gonna
you?
like that's it. They do this
I
every
mean,
year.
oh yeah, they do. They did that last time.
Yeah, like berry blue. Like I tried to get berry blue like 2 years ago, and I was trying, but I thought that it was just gonna stay on shelves. But I think like a month later, it just disappeared, and I was like, God damn it! So I bought it on Amazon for like $90, and I was
Oh
like,
my
God damn.
god.
Because I do berry blue is like such a unique color, and I'm just like, screw it. I'm just gonna pay up and get this exclusive controller or whatever.
I
It's not
mean,
really exclusive.
collectors are probably like it's free real estate just to like
It's free
resell
estate.
it.
I mean, a lot of it is just last minute buys. I really do hope because I know with the new consoles coming out with these new games, I've seen that. Like, do you remember when the PS3 transitioning to PS4? I think it was like GTA, for example. You get to buy the PS3, but it also comes with an upgrade, to PS4. I don't know if you remember like how do you handle that?
Yeah, it
Uh,
was different for each game. Like some games would like, okay, if you own the PS3 version, then you get the PS4 one for a discount. Like for Minecraft, if you own Minecraft on PS3, you could get Minecraft on PS4 for $5 extra.
oh, okay.
And then there's other games where if you own the PS3 edition, then you can just play the PS4 one like directly. So you don't even have to pay anything. But that's only if you have the physical copy though.
I wonder how many games are gonna have that for like the PS5.
It should be a good amount. I mean, nowadays everything's digital online. I would imagine it would be tough just to put some kind of patch. They did say that every PS4 game should be backwards compatible with PS5, or should say
Oh,
a good
okay.
amount of them. So, like, I have a huge library. I have like over 200 games in my library, digital library, and I really hope I can, transition those over. Otherwise, well, I mean, I could just use my PS4 in that case. So, but
Yeah,
convenience in that case.
if it weren't for backwards compatibility, I feel like people wouldn't really have much of a reason to upgrade to PS5. Besides, because if all your games are in PS4 and now you can't use them in PS5, then you're gonna be like, well, then why would I get a PS5 if I can't use my games that I already have right now?
I mean, what do you think about Eric?
Eric?
Oh,
Dance.
damn.
Man down.
Damn, man. All right. What do you think about it, Chente?
About the cross compatibility or the new gen.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I wanna get the next generation because I'm pretty sure everyone else is gonna get it like from y'all, and it kind of sucks when somebody upgrades to a new console and then you're kind of left alone in the dark to play by yourself.
I mean,
Well,
especially they haven't mentioned like the price, especially.
Yeah, that's
and
what I'm so concerned about. That's
yeah,
my
so I want one. I don't think I'm gonna have the currency for it or the resources. So like, if anybody wants to make a GoFundMe for me just so I can get it, that'd be nice. Not saying
GoFundMe in the description. I really want a
GoFundMe in
PS5.
the description.
You know,
PS5.
Don't worry, I'll just link your Cash App. Just do it that way.
Oh,
Leave my cash out.
people are gonna expect something in return, though, my guy.
I mean, the only thing really to even get a PS5 is the exclusives. Otherwise, you really can just play on PC. Like, that's kind of it, right?
I
There's
don't
always
have
PC.
a great
Hello?
PC, just like a normal laptop. Oh, Eric back?
Hey, man, you're
Yeah.
back.
So what you talking about?
PS5.
PS5 and why you care?
Yeah. So why
Go.
do you care, Eric?
It's white and it's beautiful.
What the hell?
Okay, so why would you get a PS5, Eric?
I mean,
Eric, we
shoot,
talked about this.
I've been. Wait, what? We've been talking about. No,
Yes, no,
I've been wanting to get a PS5 for so long. I mean, I'm more of a PlayStation guy.
I mean, all of us are in
Hey.
that case.
Yeah.
We're all PlayStation guys. I don't think
Yeah.
any of us are willing to switch over.
Yeah, but so far, like, I haven't seen any like PS5 games yet. So yeah, I don't even know what's gonna be available for us as soon as it comes out.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause I know you've been pretty busy, so you haven't been keeping up with like everything in that case.
Right.
I mean, the PS5 for me, as much as a joke it is, I think it's gonna be that situation with the Switch, where it's a Pokemon machine. Like I'm literally just gonna get, instead of being in a Pokemon machine, it's basically gonna be the new Temtem machine. Which I'm
P-
ashamed to say.
But have you seen the size of that PS5? Like it's a pretty big console, and you can use that just for the what? A 1010 machine in this case.
But the problem with that is Temtem's also coming out on Xbox Series X and Switch. So
I mean,
Oh, on the Switch?
yeah, it's going to be available on Switch, but around the same time as the PS5 version comes out,
Wait,
2021.
it's gonna be on Nintendo?
Yes.
That's
Yeah, they announced it.
No, okay, because I thought PlayStation is always, exclusive,
Well, this is a third-party game, so
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
they
okay.
I
they
mean,
can't
Right, right.
really,
it's one of the main reasons why the state of play is like in this case terrible. It's not.
terrible.
We really just want to hear like the big triple A's versus these indies.
But like indie games can also like bring in people, they're not, you can't entirely rule them out completely.
Like
Like
for
it's
I guess for people that were like how Carlos was saying, like the triple A's, like they're only looking for triple A's. I guess that's why they don't really, like the state of play. But for people that play like indie games or play pretty much any kind of game that looks interesting, this is a gold mine for them.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
not a
like
gold mine,
I mean,
but
same
still.
thing like Crash Bandicoot and like Spelunky. Like I'm excited for that. So
like just think about all the people that when they heard that Temtem is coming to PS5, like there's probably people out there that are like, hell yeah,
Me,
like it's coming in. You see, there you go.
very
While it might not
expensive.
interest everyone,
I mean, with these new,
it definitely gives people a reason to buy it.
I mean,
Hmm?
we could just try to get into it,
I mean, with these new consoles, I mean, like again, a lot of it's exclusives. Like for example, like for like the new Xbox that's coming out. Really, the only thing that's coming out is what Halo, maybe a Gears of War if they announce it. Pretty much, there's really nothing else really standing out for it, honestly. Like
I
they're
mean,
Forza,
well, they're really trying to promote their Game Pass because I think I heard somewhere where they're trying to make what's it called, Xbox Live free or something, or the Game Pass. Can't remember now.
I think it's that you don't need an Xbox to play Xbox games,
Oh yeah, because
Um,
they're trying to stream it on the computer. That's right.
Yes, and they're also teaming up with smartphone companies so that they can stream it on their phone. But my problem with that is it gives people less of a reason to get the Series X.
I mean, yeah, like Xbox, I think they're kind of shying away from like the exclusive sort of side. 'Cause I think pretty much Sony has them beat on exclusives. There's like they gotta really step up the game if they want to do that. So I
They
guess they're
really
going
do.
cross-platforming or like gaming everywhere sort of kind of deal.
Yeah, because I feel like they just gave up
I
on
thought that I
on
thought I thought
first
that was
party
what they're
games.
going for, yeah.
I mean,
Because
do a recent. Well, I don't know when they started shifting their focus, but people have been upset. It's like, where's the exclusives and stuff like this.
it's been the same exclusives for like the longest time. Even in Xbox One days, it was just Halo 4, Gears 4, Forza something, and that pirate game. I don't know.
Oh,
What is
it's
Like
talking
pirate
about,
game?
it's talking about Sea of Thieves. But
Shit,
there
those
you
okay,
go, Sea
Rockstar.
of Thieves. But
but
that game flopped so bad.
I mean, what are these exclusives? Like, it's kind of the only thing they have these consoles are really going for. Otherwise, you can get a PC. Because with all these streaming services, you also got like what's it called? That Google
Google
Stadia. Yeah, I heard
Stadia.
that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're trying to do
Yeah.
something similar, basically trying to instead of turning like buying games now, you're doing games as a service. So you just stream them in this case. That's if you have a good internet connection, of course.
Yeah, that's my issue with them is unless you have stable internet, then tough luck. That's
Like
why
literally stable.
Google Stadia. I don't think Google Stadia is gonna really succeed that well, compared to consoles or PCs, because some people have consoles but they might not have the best internet. And with Google Stadia, well, you're gonna need really good internet. So
I mean, none of us really had
I
any
mean,
experience with Google Stadia. I mean, you have anything to add to that, Chente?
I think my brother was playing Google Stadia for a bit because I think he got like a free trial or something like that.
Oh
And
yeah,
like,
I forgot. Like it's not something you actually buy. It's just a service, right?
it's
yeah, it's a
basically
service now.
Netflix for video
Yeah.
games.
Uh-huh.
And I think I think I might be wrong, but I think the only game he plays is PUBG on there. And
But
he just
And
plays it on his
you
phone.
don't even need Stadia to play PUBG though.
I don't know if it's PUBG or something else, but it's a shooting game and he plays it on his phone. He even got like a dedicated controller for it.
wasn't
For real?
PUBG mobile a thing?
It was, but it's a mobile game, so you could probably imagine how well that went.
Oh, I guess that's true. I guess you rather stream it in that case.
I mean, I'm still excited for next gens.
Hell yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
want
I'm
to
definitely
see
getting that
like
digital edition though.
digital. You getting digital?
Yeah,
long-
I have not used a physical disc since Battlefield 4 first came out, so it's been a while.
Which one would you get? Arturo.
Nope.
Oh, to me? Oh, snap.
I thought you talked to Carlos.
All right. So what I'll get? That's not
No,
something
no.
I even thought about.
Would you get the physical edition or the digital edition?
Oh, I already said digital. Didn't I just
Hell
mention?
yeah.
Didn't I just mention I have like 200 digital games? Like I have like 8 disc-based games, and like I don't even touch them because I have everything on my PS4 in that case.
I mean, hey, maybe you were gonna switch over back to,
How
back
about
to disc or something.
yeah, no. So really, it's just the digital in that case.
Yeah, plus it looks more cleaner because it doesn't have like that open slot right there. It's just like the console itself and that's it.
You know what's
I think it's
funny?
huge though.
But you know what's funny though? Like,
It's
do you remember when the Xbox released also a digital edition, and it was really unpopular because it was ahead of its time?
It was. When did that came out? Does anybody know like when that came out first?
I don't remember. I really
But
don't
yeah,
remember.
but when it first came out, everybody was just like, "Why would you release this?" Like that. This like everybody was for some reason pissed off. But it came out a couple of years ago though. Oh, I might be wrong on that one.
I mean, now
Hmm.
like we live in the age like have really good. Well, we have everything's like, online and internet based. So I can see now would be like the best time in doing so.
It was a year ago actually.
A year
Yeah.
ago.
The Xbox One S, April 16th, 2019. But it didn't go so well though. Like
That was
people
a
were
year
not
ago?
happy
Holy
with it. Yeah, it was a year ago, but people weren't happy when they saw that came out. I don't know. I've seen just from looking at the Series X, it's just like a big freaking cube, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. It looks like a PC tower. Yeah, like
I'm dying. The tower, man. It
I'm
kills
not-
me.
the tower killed you.
It-
Well, I can't wait for
it-
PS5.
no, it's a refrigerator. That's what you're trying to say.
It's a black refrigerator. But yeah, I just
Thank
wanted to release price because neither has released how much their console is gonna cost. It's like a game of chicken. Like as soon as one of them releases it, the other company is gonna be like, "Hey, look, ours is cheaper. Buy our console." We're literally in mid-August, and we still don't know how much these consoles are gonna cost. Kind of terrifying to me.
I guess we'll figure it out.
And
Yeah,
we'll have to wait and see.
I mean, once one person cracks, then we will see.
Yeah, for sure.
No,
I mean, they have to release the price eventually.
yeah, they have to. It's not gonna be like an IOU or something.
No, the day the console releases, okay, guys, so this is how much it's gonna cost.
Yeah, like for if Xbox like, all right, guys, $399. Then PlayStation's like, haha,
$299.
It's like,
$398.99.
You
I
dare
mean,
change.
it'll still be cheaper technically, so they can claim that.
I mean, with a lot of things happening with this whole week, it's crazy how like we're at this point with gaming. Honestly, it's just amazing. Like literally coming from us playing board games in person, and now like we're kind of forced to playing it online, especially with these new PS5. And honestly, probably playing it even until next year in that case.
No, well, I can see myself playing till next year online, just online board games and PS5.
Hell yeah. Temtem.
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 We have Temtem at home.
I still haven't bought Pokemon Sword and Shield yet. That game's already about to be a year old.
Well, you have it?
Yeah,
I haven't. Oh my god. Well, you'll have to let me borrow it sometime.
Yeah, I'll let you have it.
You for real?
Yeah,
All right, we can talk about that later, though.
Oh, we'll talk about it after the podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
See me after class.
Aim in the back.
Me in the back. Man, I mean, I'm sure even after, we could probably play some Fall Guys right after this. You know what? We should play that right now, right?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
I
sure.
mean, yeah, that sounds about right. Well, so anyway, that should be a wrap up for the podcast. More than likely, we're just gonna play some Fall Guys. Let me see. Let me just mute Carlos one more time, right quick. It's like, he's like-
What happened?
see, there we go. So anyway, that'll be it for the podcast. Anything else to add, Chente?
So is that a thing y'all do for Carlos?
It's a thing now, Eric. Anything, Chente, you want to say?
No, I'll see y'all next week.
All right. So that's a wrap up. See y'all next week.
Wait, I thought you're not gonna be in episode 3.
All right. See y'all.
Oh,
It's like-
What happened to not being a